What's going on YouTube? This is Not Your Average 2 Valve coming in with the first video on the channel. I wanted to start this video off by saying thank you guys for tuning into my channel just to see this ultimate car that I think you guys might like. The main reason why I'm going to be doing these YouTube videos is so that you guys can see the process of me building this wonderful car. Mainly due to the fact that I know a lot of people don't know about this car, and I know that some people like to get into this car, so follow along with the process. I want to start by giving a backstory to why I even love these type of cars in the first place. When I was in the military, I had gotten my first car, and it was a 40th anniversary all-white Mustang V6 New Age. I loved it, I adored it, but I sadly cracked the radiator on it, so it was overheating really bad, and at the time I wasn't very mechanically inclined, so I ended up selling it for a quick sale. And lo and behold, my roommate in the military bought the car when they fixed it, and he had it for probably maybe 2 months before he accidentally got into a wreck and that car was no more. So I always had a big passion to get into this car. As you can see by the picture that I threw up, it's a very decent car. I mean, like, it was all white. It was nice. It had a nitrous tank in it. I couldn't use it because I didn't know how to. The guy that had it before me wired it wrong, but it was really nice. Fast forward 2024, I'm out of the military. I'm looking for a car that I would just love to drive around, you know. Got out the car scene, but I wanted to get back into it, and I was like, oh, I stumbled across this listing, and I was like, bro, there's no way I could pass up this opportunity. So I took it. The biggest part about this whole thing was when I went down there, it was probably 11 o'clock at night, so I got there late. Even though the drive was only like an hour away from my house, I don't know why. I think it was because I got off of work that day. I went down, I was like, okay, let me check this car out. I checked the car out, and I fell in love with it immediately. But I was like, dang, I forgot how to drive manual. So I left it there that night, and I came back the next day because that night I had watched so many videos on TikTok and on YouTube just reiterating how to drive manual properly. And that next day, I was A-okay. So let's now talk about the car that I bought. The car is a 2003 manual New Age Mustang GT. It has a 2-valve motor in it, and it came on original Saleen wheels with a couple of tasteful mods, I would say. It had a short throw shifter added as well, and a Gibson exhaust. So with that being said, here's a couple pictures of what the car looked like when I first got it. Decent, but it needed a lot of body work. It needed shape done, it needed a wrap or paint at this point. So this is where the redo process starts. With all that being said, here's a list of some of the mods that I'm gonna start getting into so that we can move further with this build and get stronger. And I wanna grow with you as you grow with me with this car. So the first thing on my list that I wanted to get done was I wanted to get some Cobra R wheels, and I saw a guy that wanted to do a straight trade for my Saleen wheels, and I think I'm gonna take the offer, and I'll take y'all along for that so y'all can see the process. They're 315s in the rear and they're 275s in the front, so it's a staggered, but they're polished chrome. As well as I want to also get the 2003 or 2004 Cobra Terminator front bumper. Even though I'm lowered on springs, I want to actually get some SR Performance coilovers, and I want to actually have a nice offset where I can have the car in a well manner. Another thing that I really do want to touch on is that I want to do the interior as well. Shout out to Derek. Genuinely, my interior, or just the 2000 to 2004 Mustang's interior, is kind of generic. After I get that A-pillar for my right side exterior, I will be getting the car either painted or wrapped, and then in a later video I would do a wrap reveal at say 100 subscribers. Now right now I am running bigger injectors and a 78mm upper throttle body on the car, but I want to move on to getting bigger and better with this car because this is what I want to do with my YouTube. With that being said, I will be looking into options of boost, whether it is a centrifugal supercharger such as a Pro Charger, or that I will get a root supercharger like a Kettlebell supercharger, or maybe even looking into going turbo. But I generally have my heart set out on a whine. I do want to make the car almost sound like a baby Terminator in hopes, because the whine noise does add a tasteful note to the 4.6 engine that comes equipped in this Mustang Jeep. I do thank and appreciate you guys for tuning into this video today. Stay tuned by hitting that subscribe button and follow along the journey as we rebuild this 2003 New Age Mustang.